Hey everybody, welcome to the official Man Cave site, Cave Cam. We've got a great show for you today. And today we're gonna, as it says on the screen, I'm your host, Man Cave Mike, and broadcasting here from the Man Cave, of course. So glad that you could join us, or you're watching this on replay, which is awesome. Today we've got a great show for you. We just finished up our Man Cave of the Year contest, our 11th annual contest. It's always a difficult selection as we go through all the entries. And today we are going to honor one of those and kind of poke around his man cave a little bit and get some of his insight. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Mike in here. Let's see here. Richard, how are you?
Good, Mike. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm glad you could join us today on this football weekend.
Yeah, right.
Kind of get this done before all the games start. So,
For sure.
Congratulations on being selected the Man Cave of the Year for 2020.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Great
How's
honor.
how's that feel, having that big, great honor of being selected Man Cave of the Year?
Well, it feels pretty good. You know, it hasn't quite sunk in yet. But no, I do appreciate it. It's quite an honor.
Well, good. Yeah, just so everybody knows, we're going to kind of show what the trophy kind of looks like. This is what Richard received. It's the Man Cave of the Year trophy. I know that we've got some past members that are also dialing in, listening in, and those that have actually won the award. Very elite group of people. We've been doing it since 2008-ish. And yeah, I'm just so glad that you were able to join us today and kind of go through some things.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you want.
So let's talk a little bit about your man cave.
Sure.
It's the Boggs Cave, correct?
Yep. The Boggs Tavern. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm also a big Wade Boggs fan.
Oh, nice.
I'm ex-military and I spent some time in Boston.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just a little tidbit. I've actually been to Fenway Park twice.
Okay.
And I've actually been part of a pregame ceremony at one point. So I actually got to be on the field. So that was kind of neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Many moons ago. So kind of tell me what started with the Boggs Cave and the insight behind that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got into Wade Boggs and started collecting them. I know exactly when it was. It was Christmas morning, 1985. I was just 11 years old, and one of my Christmas gifts that year was a box of baseball cards. It was like a baseball card collector starting kit, and inside the box there were several unopened packs of baseball cards. And I was 11 years old, and I just couldn't leave them unopened, so I had to rip them open. One of them happened to be an 83 Donruss wax pack, and on top was Wade's rookie card. At 11 years old, I kind of knew – I didn't really know who Wade was, but I did know that card, was about $10 per the Beckett price guide. So I was pretty enamored by the fact I was holding a little piece of cardboard. It was $10. And that was sort of the genesis of becoming a Wade Boggs super fan, because then from that point forward, I just followed everything he did. So every year when the Red Sox would travel to play the White Sox at Old Comiskey, my dad would get us tickets third base side there so I could watch Wade play. And I think we did that at least 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years in a row. So that was the start of it. And then,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so 35 years later, I'm 46 now, and I've got all this.
If you'd like, I'd like you to kind of walk us through. I've got some photos of your man cave that you submitted for the contest.
Sure.
If we can just kind of walk through those, and as soon as I can get my stuff here together.
Sure.
It's been a while since I've played with this, so I think everybody can see that. Is that the entry?
Yeah, that's the staircase going down. Yep.
Okay. And now that we're in your man cave.
Correct. Yeah, that's the bottom of the stairs there, just as you turn right into the main area.
Yeah, I noticed that your man cave is just absolutely packed full of Wade Boggs memorabilia.
Yeah,
I saw some other things in there that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if there's any space on the wall, I will fill it.
Well, I noticed you've even got some stuff on the ceiling as well.
Well, I had to. That was my last. Yeah, I had to go to the ceiling after everything else was filled. So,
Yeah, I've always told people that space is the most valued commodity when it comes to man caves because we always seem to run out of space fairly quickly.
oh yeah, and this picture right here definitely shows. Yeah, it was. I had to get pretty creative with how to display stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that we liked is how everything, there's a lot of stuff in there, but it's neatly displayed. You can see everything. I'm a big fan of one of the man caves where when you go into a man cave, there's just a lot to look at, a lot to see. It's like every time you go in there, you see something different. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I call it ordered chaos. It looks chaotic, but at closer glance, everything is in pretty much order.
Oh, absolutely.
My wife just calls it clutter, but whatever.
Well, I always used to say that if you ever want to know if something needs to go in the man cave, is you ask the wife if it goes in the house, and she goes, "Not in my house," and that's when you know it goes in the man cave.
That's right. That picture right there, where you see the name Wade Boggs there in the middle, that's a banner that actually hung outside Fenway Park for about a 10-year period from 2006 to 2016. That's one of my favorite possessions.
Is that in this shot or the one before?
That was in the one before it.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot banner, so it's pretty cool. A Red Sox collector reached out to me a couple years ago through Facebook and said he had the item, showed it to me. He wanted an arm and a leg for it initially. I kind of, after about a 6-month period of going back and forth, we finally settled on a price, and yeah, so there it is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had one special item in your man cave that is above and beyond all others. Is that it, or is there something else?
That's one of them. The one picture, I think it was the second picture you showed, you can see there's a bobblehead. It's a 3-foot bobblehead down at the base of the stairs. It's not in this picture. It was in the one after go back one there, right there. You can see it kind of in the middle, just to the left. That's a 3-foot bobble. I think only 26 were made. And you might not be able to tell, but on that bat right there, it's actually autographed by Wade Boggs. When I contacted
awesome.
Wade, when I contacted Mr. Boggs after buying that bobblehead, he told me that's the only of the 26 that are in existence, and he's got one of them, and obviously some friends and family have the others. That's the only one he ever autographed, and he is pretty certain that one actually came out of Bob Feller's museum, because I think he donated one to the museum, as he told me. That's the only one autographed, so that's a pretty rare piece, I think. But
Well, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so much to see. I love the way everything is laid out. There's enough room for people. There's, you got your big screen TVs.
Yeah.
And me being a fan of the Red Sox as well, it kind of hit home for me as well. So I've
Good.
always loved Wade Boggs. He is one of those players that gives it his all. He's a class act, and just enjoyed watching him.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a little envious of anybody that's from Boston who got to watch him play, because I only really followed him through the box scores through the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper, and obviously the couple times he'd come out to Chicago. So I never really got to see him play day by day. So I was always jealous of my friends that have got to grow up and watch him play. So
yeah, I mean it's great. We just loved everything you did with it, and we're just so happy that you got selected. Now tell us a little bit about, I guess you posted this on Twitter and Wade actually responded. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, so he's known of my collection, and he's known of me for a few years now. I started following him years ago, and then after just constantly tagging him in all my pictures, he finally, one day I noticed that he started following me, which I thought was the greatest day of my life. So he's been following me for quite a while. So every time I get something new, I'll post it. He usually comments on it or likes it. But yeah, he knew I was kind of in the running. Where I told him, I said, "Hey, listen, you and I, me and Mr. Boggs, and we're in the running for Man Cave of the Year." So he wished me good luck. And of course, when I got the nod from you guys and I posted it, he said, "What, congratulations" or something like that. So he's aware of the award.
Yeah, that's awesome. So
I'm
So
doing everything,
how's
I'm
your
doing
wife?
everything in my power to try to get him here. So
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
I think it might happen.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if there was somebody dead or alive that you would love just to come see your man cave. Would that be him?
Oh, for
Or is it
sure.
somebody else?
No. I mean, obviously, I would love to see him. Come down here and at least I don't know what he would think about it. He might come down here and run for the door, but he's seen enough. I think he's seen enough of it, and I think he knows enough of me that he ain't got nothing to worry. But no, obviously, he would be number one. If I had a pick of let's say a deceased athlete, growing up outside of Chicago, I mean, Walter Payton is my all-time favorite athlete. So I'd love to have Peyton down here, and we could talk baseball, football, whatever he wanted to talk about. So that would be
wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome. Sweetness, man. He was the best. He was the best.
Yeah, he was. So, what's your wife think about the man cave? Is she fully on board, or what's the deal?
She's not fully on board. She tolerates it. I'll just put it that way. She tolerates it as long as nothing spreads beyond the door going up the stairs and everything stays down here. She's okay with it. I mean, she comes down here and she actually does her workouts down here on the big screen TV. So she's down here quite frequently. But I just a funny story. I did get a chance to meet Wade and talk to him for a little bit at a baseball cards show not too long ago. And he knew I was coming because we were actually going to do a behind the curtains meeting. First time I actually got to really meet him. And he was kind of hoping that my wife would come. But when he noticed that she wasn't here, he's like, man, I really wanted to apologize to your wife for having to see my ugly face every day.
There's worse faces out there, I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you have any plans for the future for the man cave, or because I always believe that a man cave isn't ever done. There's always we're either rearranging something or changing something out. So, do you have any plans for the future?
I'm gonna just keep as long as there's stuff out there, and obviously I'm not gonna put myself in the poorhouse. I'm gonna keep collecting, put stuff on rotation. There's always game stuff, game use stuff out there that I still would like to get. And number one priority right now is trying to get Mr. Boggs here to at least visit, maybe have a couple Millers with me, and yeah,
that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I think it would be. Yeah.
So what? Kind of explain to everybody that's watching what an average night in your man cave would consist of. Is it just kind of watching sports, or is it a combination of things?
And, it's a combination of things. After we put the kids to bed, and if my wife goes to bed early, I'll come down here and either throw on a movie, maybe enjoy a bourbon or two, and or I'll get on YouTube. Now I'm in the medical field, so I'll do a lot of studying or keeping up to date on medical stuff through YouTube. So I'll come down. This actually turns into a study area for me. So, and then I'll have, obviously pre-COVID, would have some buddies over here, some neighbors down here. We'd watch the Cubs together or watch a Bears game. You mentioned about wanting to get this done before the football. For me, the Bears are done, so I'm done with football. I'll pull for Brady. I'll go for the Bucks, but
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, my team's out as well, so I just kind of watch it to watch it. So
right.
So now, with all the stuff that you've got in your man cave, is it something that you've just collected over the years, or have friends and family helped out, or?
No, pretty much all me. Yeah. So as a kid, obviously limited funds, so whatever the parents could afford for me, and then once I finally got out after getting my degree and started working, then I was able to afford some of the bigger ticket items. So, but this has been pretty much 35 years of just collecting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking through some of the comments of folks that have dialed in or watching this. We've got a few past Man Cave of the Year winners that have dialed in or watching. So,
nice.
And they've got some advice for you as well. So, so that's good. I've noticed that it's really just a real tight knit group of all the guys that have won Man Cave of the Year. We're the only ones that do it. It's an award that's issued from entries from all around the world. Mm-hmm. It's not just a U.S. entry. We've had entries from every corner of the globe. So I believe it's a pretty prestige award for those of us that like to have man caves and like to socialize. And like most people that have man caves will tell people it's a good place for just family and friends to socialize and have a good time. And it's harmless. It's a fun hobby that's close to home.
For sure.
And I think we all enjoy it.
Actually, a couple years ago, I met Rick Genslinger on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and just kind of following him on for a couple of years, I kind of like, I gotta, I mean, in my opinion, him and Stewart, Club 400, I think they got the ultimate man cave. If I had to give an award, I'd give them the award. But just looking at Rick's stuff, I mean, he's just got a fantastic bar, and that's kind of what I want mine to look like. Maybe at one point. And then Stewart with Club 400 doesn't live too far from me, so we've reached out already to with each other through Twitter. So I've invited him to come down here. Hopefully, I can get a chance to check out Club 400. And then hopefully he's not watching, or if he is, I apologize. But the gentleman that won last year with the Denver Nuggets man cave, we've also started talking on Instagram now too. So yeah, like you said, a real a neat bunch, close knit group of guys so far. So I've been really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And again, I want to thank you for joining us today, and congratulations on having a great cave. A lot of people, just so you know, there's man cave members that have played the contest many years, and sometimes it takes the second or third year to kind of break through. So it's the competition is steep. There's some gorgeous man caves out there.
There are.
And, I tell people you don't have to spend a lot to have a space that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be a lot of room. It's you can do a lot with just a small amount of space. So
absolutely.
I always tell people start out small and just kind of go from there. So, but just enjoy it. Bring your family and friends in and just enjoy it. But
absolutely.
Thank you again.
Thanks, Mike.
I think your cave is far and above the best selection for this year, and we really enjoy having you on the show today.
Well, I appreciate being on the show, and I really appreciate you guys nominating me. It was awesome.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much, and take care.
Thank you, Mike. You do the same. Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to remind everybody that was, we love this Man Cave contest. We do it every year. And just go to the mancavesite.org to check out the official rules and how to enter. And we look forward to seeing your man cave here in 2021. And hopefully we'll get out of this COVID stuff pretty quickly, and you can start entertaining and enjoying your man cave. So don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'd love to hear from you. And thank you again for joining, and have a great day, and cave on.